All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video where we take a look through at the final issue of the Walking Dead comic book series, The Farmhouse. Okay, so I finally picked this one up. It took me a good while because originally the issue, of course, first printing was $3.99, but obviously this one sold out instantaneously. I mean, as soon as it hit, it went rushed back into printing, so second printings will probably be ready soon. And there is pretty cool Comic-Con variants where it's got like the end and it's got like a different color background and that whole thing. This is the original first printing of the release. And I decided, well, why don't I open it with you guys and we'll go ahead and take a look together. So I got some kind of latex type gloves here, so that's cool. So should help a little bit. It's probably not perfect condition issue or anything. It's not graded. You can get it graded, but then it's in the hundreds of dollars depending on who you buy it from, rather than just what I got it for, which is like over 10 times what it originally was supposed to cost. But thus. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right? Sometimes the scalpers win. So, The Farmhouse, The Walking Dead, issue 193. Crazy, man. Crazy to see that this actually did get released and that, this is actually here and that we actually saw this earlier this month in July 2019. So, man, this is a sad one, right? But just in time for Comic-Con. We got the release for The Farmhouse, the end of The Walking Dead. So we have a random zombie here who's just walking through. And then as we go through, we quickly see. So here we have the zombie just kind of aimlessly walking around. And we have, somebody kills it, right? So you don't know who it is, but then you see the sword. And somebody has killed this random walker. And then it's revealed pretty quickly afterwards, it's Carl! It's Carl! So there we have Carl. And we can see him here, and at first, when you see him, you're like, who is that, man? Because you can't really tell right away, right, who it is. But then, you can kind of over here it says, Carl, so being called for. And I already killed it, Sophia. It's dead. So we have Sophia who runs out. So right away, we get to find out that Carl in the future actually ends up with Sophia. He does not end up with Lydia, which is probably surprising to a lot of people because earlier on in the Walking Dead comics, he was with Lydia, right? So there's that. See The Walking Dead. So we have the cart here. This is like a cart that Herschel. Don't get too close, right? So Herschel. Now we get to see Herschel in the future, and Carl punches him, which is funny. And we find out surprisingly that Herschel, Maggie and Glenn's son, has become this kind of spoiled brat type of guy. And don't get too close, right? The Walking Dead are there, and you got the two of them kind of arguing. So you guys kind of know this isn't a review. Here's Sheriff Kapoor here, which I don't know. It's like, okay, cool, I guess. And then Earl, which is neat, and we get to see through. And this isn't a review. I've already done a review of this this triple issue, or however many pages it accounts for, in the channel when it first released, but. I just kind of wanted to go through with you guys because it is the very end, right? So we have Madam President here, which is Maggie, which is funny, and Herschel's like, Mom, and she's like, she's like super pissed off to see him like this. She's like giving him a look like that, right? So, oh man, so we get that coming in, and man, this is so crazy to actually, to go through this with you guys. Because it's just so many years we've been, watching the Walking Dead TV series, reading the Walking Dead comics even longer. And here we have Lydia, who actually, surprisingly, right here on horseback, she kind of looks like Andrea in a way, doesn't she? Sort of, a little bit, And his daughter's named Andrea, too. So it's just different, man. She's still got the hat and everything. You got Lucille here, right? So there's a grave right there. You can see it right there, Lucille. So, knock, knock. Hello, anyone? Let's go. Sorry. So, yeah, man. Oh, this is so crazy, right? So, wow, dude. What a trip. The Crows as well, too, which, of course, in the TV series, season 9, they had the Crows when you got to Rick's kind of final kind of episode there, so sort of like, or lead up to it, so it's kind of like maybe an Easter egg for that sort of, and Lydia and Carl, and then we get to see kind of the future, and it looks kind of a lot like a Western type of deal. Eugene, which is cool to see at the very end. It's nice. Laura, I never forget, right, what he did right here. So there's that. Let's see, man. It is a good size issue, right? It is pretty long, actually. Daddy. So we've got Andrea, who comes to hug him here, which is good stuff. Yeah, of course. And so the question of whether or not Carl's going to go to jail, and then we get Michonne as the judge, which is cool too. So there's that. Oh man, I have a daughter, and this whole thing, obviously Michonne knows him, so obviously she knows Carl, and she knows Herschel too as well. And then this part is great. So we get the Rick statue. That's awesome, right? You get to see the whole Rick statue with the hand up for Rick's final kind of speech, and the sun shining down. So yeah, man, I want people to remember him. And then I like the look that he gives right here as he turns around and kind of looks back at it. Remembers his dad, right? So that's so cool. Man, what else we got here? So, we do have a look at Negan. He's putting down some flowers, right? So there's that there. Yeah, and then kind of as you read through it, Andrea Grimes, Rick Grimes, the graves right there. Sorry for the glare, I know you guys can't see certain things too well. And then this, so as he goes through the story, it becomes, she says, "Read it again, Daddy," here. So she's happy and wants him to read the story again. And that's awesome splash page. Incredible artwork by Charlie Adler to finish it. It's good that he finished it because he did literally, after the first trade volume, he did all the rest of the series all the way to the end. And then you have him kind of in the rocking chair with her, and the end. And then we get to kind of the letter hacks, which is cool. So this is the end of The Walking Dead. That's it. It's over. We're done. As shocking as it was, and still is in a lot of ways. In the future coming months, like I said, I'll try to do more videos with you guys like this one. I don't know how many more we have because there's only so much we can cover now that it's over. Obviously, we've done reviews for every single issue of the comics up until the very end. So I'm glad we got to finish it together. And I hope you guys do like this video. We just kind of look through it together. It's kind of fun. The Swordsman Strikes, the other sheriff, which is just weird, and then kind of a mock cover for what would be maybe Carl's grave type of thing, and then Rick, and he's sitting on some zombies. On the back, we get a commercial for Road to Survival. So that's it, guys. That is the final issue of The Walking Dead in its entirety. Issue 193, longer issue, an amazing issue. I'm glad after seeing a lot of other series and kind of the way they ended. I'm glad that the Walking Dead comics kind of got to end in a way that was, I would say, dignified, in a way that lived up to its name, right, and sort of was in the end what it was, what it could have become. It was as good as you could possibly pretty much imagine. And the only disappointment, I think, for most people was that it didn't go on longer, which is not a bad disappointment to have because, you're sitting here saying, it went 193 issues and you want more? It's like, yeah, the fans, we still want more, and that's what it is. So very cool stuff. I hope you guys like this look. And if you did, don't forget to thumb it up below. Share, favorite, subscribe at the bottom left. We're just going to keep right on doing our thing, right? Even though the comic book series is over, the TV series still continues. Fear of the Walking Dead somehow is still continuing. And, of course, there's the other series coming too. So it's still my favorite license, that there is, The Walking Dead overall. But I'm really sad, very sad to see that this got a release. Happy that we got to go through it together, guys, and kind of share this moment together in this video with you. But it's, it's sad to see it, right? So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. And like I said, do all that stuff for me. And I'll see you guys again soon. As always, it's Trev. Saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.